Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, I do deep dives into software that can actually make your work easier and more efficient. Today, we are looking at something that is a bit of a powerhouse in the construction and estimating world, which is known as RSMeans Data. If you have ever worked on cost estimation or construction planning, chances are you have at least heard of it. But the question is it really worth your money and time in 2025? Well, let's find out. RSMeans Data is a cloud-based construction cost estimating software developed by Guardian. Essentially, it provides comprehensive, up-to-date cost data for construction materials, labor, and equipment, and it is widely used across North America. It is primarily designed for construction professionals, project managers, estimators, architects, and even government agencies. Whether you're pricing out a small renovation or managing a multi-million-dollar project, RSMeans help ensure you're working with accurate reward number. Some of the main use cases include budgeting and forecasting construction costs, creating detailed estimates and bids, analyzing historical costs, planning multi-year capital improvement projects. So if cost accuracy is critical to your work, this software is built for you. So I'm going to take you through the user interface before I take a deep dive into the core features of RSMeans data. So the interface is functional. It is not the slickest or most modern UI out there, but it gets the job done. Everything is clearly labeled, and the navigation is logical once you get a feel of it. Okay, that said, there's a bit of a learning curve, especially if you are new to construction estimation software. I wouldn't call it beginner friendly, but there are tutorials and walkthroughs that help flatten that curve. Okay, so once you are over the initial hump, the user experience is pretty solid, especially if you're someone who appreciates structured, data-rich environment. So that is it for the user interface and user experience. Right now, let's touch on the features and capabilities of RSMeans data. So if you over on the products, um, you get to see, okay, viewer means data online. Okay, so they have the online core, complete, and complete plus. Then view on books, 2025 cost data books, cost book bundles, reference books. Now, when you check on the products, from the products here, you can see RSMeans data, 2025 cost data books, cost book bundles, reference books, training online seminar, virtual seminars in person. So those are the products offer. Where for still on the features side and capabilities, uh, some of the core features include a massive, constantly updated cost database, also location-based cost modifiers for regional accuracy, unit and assembly cost estimation, historical cost trends, advanced search filters to quickly find materials, equipment, or labor information. Now, one standout feature is the square foot um, estimator, which is perfect for quick conceptual estimates when you don't have a full design yet. Compared to alternatives like Pro EST, Plan Swift, or even Builder Trend, RSMeans stand out for its depth and credibility of cost data. It is considered the gold standard in many industries, especially when transparency and auditability um, are required. So now these are some of the products that you can order: cost subscription, complete subscription, complete plus subscription, and a whole lot of products. Okay, but let's quickly move to the performance and reliability. In my experience, RSMeans is stable and responsive. It loads quickly and handles large projects without lag. I didn't encounter any bugs or crashes during my testing, which is always a good sign. Even with multiple tabs or windows open for different projects, the performance holds up well. So yes, it scales differently for more demanding workflows. Now let's talk on the integration and compatibility. RSMeans Data is a web-based platform, so it works on both Windows and macOS as long as you are using a modern browser. There is no standalone mobile app, which is a bit of a drawback, but the web interface is mobile responsive in a pinch. In terms of integrations, it doesn't directly connect with as many project management tools as some newer SaaS platforms. However, there is an API for developers, so custom integrations are possible if your team has the technical resources. Now, one thing I would also like that we touch on is the pricing and the plans. RSMeans isn't cheap. Pricing depends on the number of users and the data access tier you choose. National versus city cost index, etc. They don't list prices publicly, which I find a little frustrating. You have to contact them for a quote. There is no free version, and even the trial access is pretty limited. That said, considering the depth and authority of the data, it is often worth the investment for mid to large firms, government entities, and serious professionals. For smaller contractors or freelancers, it might feel like overkill. Now, for the support and community, support is actually solid. When I reached out with a few questions, I got full responses within a day. There is also a knowledge base, some video tutorials, and documentation to guide um, new users. Now, if you click on the training, you get to see what they offer as touching training. They offer virtual seminars, in-person seminars, self-paced online training, custom on-site training, and even certification. However, the community aspect is a bit lacking. There's no major user forum or social media group like you would find with something like SketchUp or Revit. So that is it for the community and support. Then for security, RSMeans data is hosted on secure cloud infrastructure. Guardian doesn't disclose a ton of technical details, but from what I found, it follows industry standard data protection practices. I didn't find any major red flags in terms of security or data handling. That's it for security. Then for the pros and cons, um, it is incredibly accurate and trusted cost data. Then it has location-based customization. It is great for large-scale and public projects, and it has robust estimating tools and filters. It is also reliable in terms of performance. Those are the advantages. And for the disadvantages, it is not budget friendly for small users. No mobile app, which is very discouraging. It has a slightly dated interface, and it has limited third-party integrations. And also there is a learning curve for beginners. So the question is, should you use it? To answer that, if you're a professional estimator, project manager, or part of a construction team that needs rock solid cost estimates, especially for government or high stake projects, RSMeans is an industry standard tool you can trust. But if you're a solo contractor or small shop just trying to price out a deck or a bathroom reno, this might be more tool than you need. You may be better off with simpler and more affordable platforms like Builder Trend. So what is my take? RSMeans is not flashy, but it's a workhouse. It's about precision, reliability, and accountability. Um, you know, it is not bells and whistles, and for the right user, it is worth every penny. So that is it for today's review. If you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss future reviews like this one. And let me know in the comments if you used RS Means before. What was your experience? I would love to hear your thoughts. See you in the next video.